Welcome back to our channel viewers, and I would give a warm welcome to the first time viewers and to those who are regularly watching my videos. Again, welcome back. So, as you know that we discuss the topics that are normally considered taboo in the social echelons. They are not discussed otherwise. The people shy away from discussing these topics because they think that they will be treated as pariahs, because they think that conforming to a herd mentality is going to keep them safe, but that is always the opposite. Thus the aim shepherd. Sheep thinks that the shepherd is protecting it, but it is the same shepherd which leads them to the slaughterhouse. So get out of this herd mentality. These are the kind of topics that we discuss. So today I am going to talk about why relying on your emotions all the time can be the worst thing you can possibly do to your life. We all think that emotions are harmless. They are just like sparks inside our chest, like anger, lust, envy, fear, love, whatever. People tell you that it is the emotions that make you a human, but nothing could be farther from the truth. When you let your emotions drive you, you're no longer human. You have surrendered everything. You have handed over your mind over to a force that doesn't care if it burns you alive. Remember, emotions are not there for survival. They are there to serve a totally different purpose. But on the other hand, brain is solely designed to protect you, to analyze the things. Think about it. Rage doesn't protect you, it blinds you. People think when you're hitting the gym or you're on playground, you should be angry because that gives you energy. No, you just exhaust early because you are spending too much energy on being angry rather than focusing on the practice. Love doesn't always save you. Sometimes it chains you to the people who ruin you. What you thought was love was actually infatuation, or even worse, you were thinking of that person as your shield, as someone who's going to protect and provide for you, and you mistook it for love. And now that person is in total control of your life, no matter what you're doing, what you're eating, where you're going, to whom with you're talking to, whatever it is that you're doing. The person is constantly watching over your shoulder, and it is going to ruin your self identity. Fear doesn't shield you, it strangles you until you can't breathe. Every emotion pretends to serve you, but each one is a tyrant waiting for the moment to seize control. Controlled fear, if the fear is controlled, managed, it's a good thing. Why? Because then your brain is also working simultaneously with your emotions. But if you are only driven by fear, you're not going to last very long. And when you let them dictate your choices, do you know what happens? You break things you can never rebuild. You cut people from your life you can never get back. And the worst part, sometimes you destroy yourself without even realizing it over nothing. Just because you thought of something as love, and you tagged along with that person in search of bliss, harmony, riding in the sunset, relying on your emotion of love. It's not going to happen. It only happens in movies or fairy tales. One outburst, one moment of surrender, that's all it takes. People who live by their emotions think they are authentic. People who express themselves with emotions, they think that they are being authentic. They are telling the truth. But instead, they are just lying to themselves. They call it following the heart. But following your heart is the fastest way to walk into hell with a smile. When was the last time you decided something out of emotion led to something positive? It is only in movies when we see, oh yeah, that is nice, that person is good, that place looks livable and whatnot. But in reality, is far, far, far terrible and different. You need to be more analytical than emotional. Remember, mind is a fantastic servant but a terrible master. So you need to maintain the balance between your rational mind and your emotions. If the equilibrium is tipped in in the favor of one of these two, you're doomed. Because emotions aren't guides, they are storms, and no storm cares which way it drags you. When you let emotions control you, you are not living, you are being lived. You're living someone else's life because you are driven by emotion. You're not choosing, but someone is choosing on your behalf, taking advantage of your emotions. Imagine you walk into a showroom and you see a dress, and instantly emotions are reflected on your face. The salesperson will immediately recognize whether that dress is most horrible product in their showroom. But since you displayed your emotion, your vulnerability, you bled next to a shark, the salesman is going to make his move. You have given up your choice of choosing something else. The choices will be made for you, not by you. And by the time you finally see the wreckage, it's always too late. Remember, the promises that you make when you're too happy are always going to lead you to the place where you are left with nothing but despair and heartbreak. And the words said out of anger will always end in shame. Remember to maintain control within your emotion and your brain rational mind. You tip on one side as compared to the other, it's not going to be a very happy life. You will be in constant battle within yourself. Your rational mind will say something else, your emotions will always going to contradict. Your rational mind and your emotions, they are never on the same page. They are not friends. They are locked in eternal battle for the possession of your soul. And if you give in to one of these two, then there is nothing left for you. I hope you guys were able to take away something from all I've said today. And maybe you might be able to make some positive changes to your own life. I'll see you next time. Till that time, take care and stay blessed.